Hello, I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. We've got a bright new tea light for you today. Today I have a reading for Cancer Moons. How are you doing, Cancer Moons? I'm very excited to be here with you today. For those of you who have not been here before, I'm a Cancer Moon, so I especially love doing these readings. But, as I always say, with readings that technically pertain to me as well, I promise to be unbiased, because this is a general reading. It's for all of us, you know? So, as I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths. Why is that? That's probably fine. Actually, give me 1 second. Sorry, it just bothers me when they don't burn quite right. Try to get them to burn really evenly. Okay, hopefully that's better. We'll see. Okay. Sorry, anyway. As I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths. To calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. I've got some kitty cats crawling around. One's right here, one's over there. So if you hear any weird noises, that's what that is. Oh, also, you may notice things are a little different here. I had to take a step back from the channel for a while, for like several months, because I moved across the country. So, still kind of getting adjusted here. Things aren't perfect yet, but hopefully this setup works for us. And there we go. Okay, Cancer Moons, let's get into your reading. So for the Oracle card, wait, we got a cat right here. She's like deciding if she wants to step into all of this. No, she wants to look out the window. Okay, anyway, for the Oracle card, we have Healing with Aries and the air element. Oh, that big, beautiful pink flower. I love that. All right, let's take a look at the tarot cards. We have the Tower reversed, King of Swords, Ten of Cups, Seven of Wands reversed, the Horned God reversed, aka the Emperor reversed, and lastly, the Standing Stone, aka Justice. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of difficult because this one is like super personalized to me. Hopefully you guys feel the same way, but I'm like, oh my god, that's okay. But that's a good thing. That just means the reading is really good. All right, so we definitely here are at a end of a chapter, end of some really big thing that happened. With this Ten of Cups and also this Justice card here, definitely feels, sorry, I just realized, I believe this is a chronological reading. So this thing or event, then this, then this. That's how my chronological readings work. Ending very beautifully with this Ten of Cups and the Justice card. It doesn't get more beautiful than that, to be honest. Ten of Cups is commonly called the happily ever after card, and Justice makes everything feel very fair. People got what they deserve, for better or worse, and it just feels like a nice, beautiful, happy ending. But I won't get too excited about here. Let's talk about all of this, because obviously for this reading, well, granted, I don't know where exactly everybody is in this timeline. Everyone's going to be in a different spot. But I would guess most of you are kind of at this end spot, because we have this healing card here, which makes me believe that you are in that space where all of this has happened, and now is when you can take that deep breath and reflect and heal from all of this craziness. However, if you're not quite here yet, then this is just kind of a look ahead and a nice starting point, so that when you do get here, you're nice and ready to reflect on all of this. So let's talk about all of this. We have the Tower reversed and Seven of Wands reversed. That is tough. That is tough. So the Tower card is a pretty infamous card, but I'll explain it to you. So the Tower represents some sort of structure or system or something that is no longer working. This is a tower that is cracking at the, around the edges, and is slowly crumbling, and maybe some people are trying to just kind of band-aid it up, but really at the end of the day, this tower will eventually crash and burn all at once. A very big sudden event where everything just unravels and it is dead, kind of, ending in this big downfall. But the thing with the tower is that it has to come down before you can rebuild something else. We want to rebuild a much better tower, a much more beautiful tower that is structurally sound and, can last much longer and works better for everybody. But we can't do that until this tower falls. So with the Tower reversed, it tells me that you... Hey, Lynn. So with the Tower reversed, it tells me that you are in this spot where the tower just really needed to come crashing down, and it wasn't. It was taking too long, or there were all these things that needed to happen that weren't happening, and you were kind of just in this limbo of waiting for this thing to happen, or this change to really start taking place, or whatever, and kind of just waiting in this spot. And with the Seven of Wands is it can be a pretty combative card, but it's largely about defending yourself, and trying to maintain control of what's going on in your life and what you're dealing with, and your circumstance. So I think you were in this spot, I'm assuming for a while, but for however long, you were in this spot of kind of things almost about to crash down, but they can't quite. And the whole time you're just trying to keep it together, hold it together, stay on top of everything, and just a lot of stress. Until, things could finally just crash and burn how they need to, so that at least it'll be done, As far as that crash and burn time, we have King of Swords here who is about just doing what needs to be done regardless of emotion, right? Now, I always want to be careful when I say that because emotions are very important. We're Cancer moons. Emotions are extremely important. And you never just want to throw them away or completely disregard them, right? But there are times when you just have to do what you have to do regardless of how you feel, you know? And a lot of times that is in times of crisis where you have to just put everything aside and just be like, okay, what do I have to do right now? You know, it's definitely feeling very like survival mode here. That's what a lot of this is feeling, actually, now that I'm saying all of this. And not in a good way. Survival mode of like, I barely feel like a person right now. I'm just trying to get through this, and that's all. I just have to survive this. That's all. But I think that that's your best course of action right now, right? So that later, once things are much more calmed down, that's when we can get into this healing part, right? But I think you have done / are doing a really good job with that. We have this King of Swords upright. I think you have been able to really tap into that and say, okay, just I'll deal with how I feel later. I just have to do this right now, and I have to do it to the best of my ability. Even though we are still internally feeling this Horned God reverse, this Emperor reverse, which is a complete lack of control, a feeling like the world is just walking on top of you, you know, kind of putting on this facade, I guess, kind of a fake it till you make it of staying as strong as possible while, because actually King of Swords and the Emperor are very, very similar cards. So I think this is such a perfect reflection of each other, of feeling very out of control and very scared and very, you know, everything is just all over the place and I don't know what to do and I don't know how to handle this, but still being able to access that spot of, well, this is just what I have to do and I'm just going to do this today. And then I'm going to do what I have to do tomorrow. And then hopefully next week things will be all settled, you know? So, I mean, the good news is that here, like I said at the beginning, we have this beautiful, beautiful happy ending, which I don't want to sound unrealistic, but it is a very good happy ending. I think all of this really scary, horrible, ugly stuff, I think it'll be worth it. And I'm sure you're questioning if it'll be worth it, but I think so. These are both beautiful cards to pull, for sure. So again, depending on where you are in this timeline, I think it's pretty clear that during this stage, it might be in your best interest for you to put your emotions aside, put all of that, how you feel and all of that aside as much as you can. Again, don't throw it away, don't burn it, don't bury it, just put it to the side, knowing that it will be revisited. Because I think once you can just do what you have to do, survival mode, do what you have to do, and then once things calm down, then you'll have this space, and maybe you're already in this space, you'll have this space to be able to heal and feel all this scary stuff that happened here and say, oh my God, that happened. Oh my God, you know, all of that. So if you are in this space right now, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Truly, truly. Because that's tough. That's really, really tough. But, being on the other side of it, now is the time to heal. Now is the time to feel every single one of those emotions that you had to put to the side, put on a shelf. You can take it off the shelf now and feel it, you know, lean on people who can support you. Now is a perfect time for that. Talk as much as you need to talk, you know, vent, rant, whatever you need to do. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and your body, eating foods that are not only good for you, but also are comforting and warm and delicious. Get lots and lots of sleep, as much sleep as you can get. Don't deprive yourself just because you feel like it's bad to be in bed all day. No, you deserve to be in bed all day. You 100% deserve it. Now is the time to do that because you weren't able to rest. You weren't able to properly take care of yourself. Now you have to do that. You've got catch up, Got catch up to do. Watch those movies and TV shows that make you feel warm and homey and comforted, or books. You can read your books, Spend some time with nature. I know it's really hot where I am right now, but if you can sit outside for a little bit, that will be really good for you. All that stuff. You don't need me to list this all out for you, but maybe you do, right? Because that, I think, should be your priority right now, at least for the next few weeks. Life will probably get crazy again, We have our highs and we have our lows, and this is a very big low, but I think this will be a really nice high. So while you're here and while you have the time, take that time to heal and enjoy it. Of course, healing does not always feel very good. Sometimes it feels very scary and awful and like a lot of crying, but ultimately it is for the best. It's what you need to do. So anyway, Cancer moons, you really brought out my mother in here, my inner mother. But if you have any questions about this reading, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. If you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like any more information about them, I'm just going to say I would highly recommend checking out these two. I think these are the big standout cards for me in this reading right now. But if you'd like to learn more about them, on the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reversed meaning, as well as the symbolism within them. So if you'd like a little more information about the cards, I highly recommend you check that out. But Cancer moons, I'm wishing you so much luck and strength through all of this. If you're still in this part, just keep trucking. It sucks and it's gonna feel like garbage. It really is. But it will. I really hope you hear me and you can trust that it will end at some point. And I think it's likely going to end very nicely for you, and you will end up in a much better spot. It's just one of those times in life where you really just have to push through and just survive. Because as long as you do that, you've done good enough. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!